What's up, everybody? The Empire State Building right there. I'm on 34th Street, and I wanted to make this video. It's called Sports Drinks and Sugar Junkies. And I made a video. A lot of times when you see people in the hood that you think are senior citizens, because they got a wheelchair, or they got a cane, or they got crutches, or they real big and fat. A lot of times it's some shit that they bought on themselves. A lot of times they either sugar junkies, they ex-dope fiends, or they became test dummies for a paycheck. Meaning they, like if something, it's all bullshit. First of all, the system is based on bullshit. Like when a person gets sick from something, they don't know what it is. They'll go to the doctor, they'll get a medicine for this. But then the medicine that they're giving them is fucking up. Then they gotta take another medicine for some other shit. And then they gotta take medicine for some other shit. They get rid of the other shit. It's all bullshit. That's what I mean. They become test dummies for a check. And the doctor's telling you this will make you feel better, and this will make you. But he'll give you something that's good for your blood pressure, but it's fucking up your heart. Then he'll give you something for your heart, and it's fucking up your eyes. So a lot of times these people out of just being ignorant, man. They don't care about eating right and shit. They just fuck up their body, and it's just an accumulation of a lot of garbage in their system, and it just fucks them up till it breaks them down, and they gotta start carrying canes, glasses and all that other shit that they don't need at an early age. And a lot of times these people be looking old, and they're not old. I'm 45, and what happened? And I'm gonna tell you, from the time it's like this, from the time you come out your mother's legs, and she's not breastfeeding, she's giving you all this bullshit, like the manufacturers say it's okay. And like I told you before, anything that makes money in this country is endorsed. So she's giving you a lot of bullshit. She's giving you all this processed milk, and you don't know what the fuck is in that milk. It's all bullshit instead of breastfeeding you. A lot of times she can't breastfeed you because she done fucked up her body too. She got a lot of garbage and shit in her body. And then it is Madison Square Garden. So then, after you get old enough to start eating on your own, she starts giving you bullshit like sweet ass applesauce. And the worst thing parents get their children is these cereals, all these colorful cereals with cartoons on the box and shit like that. It's loaded with sugar. And most children wouldn't eat that shit if it didn't have sugar in it, because at an early age, their parents have made them sugar junkies. They start giving them that shit at an early age to keep their mouth shut, and the cartoons on the boxes attracted to the children. So that fucks them up, and that's when they become sugar junkies. Then on top of that, they start drinking all these sodas and sports drinks and stopping at the corner store in the morning. Most children in the hood don't even get a balanced breakfast. They get a bag of potato chips. It's loaded with salt. They get a sports drink, but it was loaded with sugar, fructose, glucose, and salt, all this other shit. Red 37, blue 18, orange 54, and yellow 2. What the fuck is all that shit? You don't know what all that shit is, and a lot of these children are just messed up because the food got a lot of preservatives in it. But the country sells it, the government sells it, because I told you, anything that makes money in America is endorsed. Then, by the time they're like 15 or 16, they big and fat, and they can't walk. And then once you get big and fat and you don't exercise, you just get fatter. It's not like you're getting slimmer. And then, like fat people, they always get on the bus and want you to give up your seat for them because they're fat. I don't understand that shit. It's like they fucked their life, and now they want you to fix it. And people think just because sports drinks say 100% natural, that is good for you, and it's not. Poison ivy is natural. That don't mean the shit is good for you. I like my boxing. Like one day I was boxing in Patterson, New Jersey. My trainer still me buy a juice. He said, "Why are you drinking that bullshit?" I was like, "This ain't bullshit. This is 100% natural." And he said, "Well, if I took my dick out and jerked off in it and put cum in it, would you drink it?" I was like, "No." Like, how the fuck you ask me that? I'm like, "No, I wouldn't drink this shit." He was like, "Well, it's natural." My case in point is that everything natural ain't good for you. So back to what I was saying is like people just like to fuck up their life and look old and shit. They not old because they don't eat right. They don't drink. They drink all the dumb shit in the world just because it tastes good. For the most part, people let their taste buds run their life. That's all it is. But then they want you to feel sorry for them because they done fucked up their body and they look all old and shit. That's some bullshit. I'm out of here. I'm going to get my shoe shine. I need a shoe shine. All right, y'all, I'm out. Later. Stop eating all that bullshit, man. You sweat water, you should drink water. Stop drinking all these crazy ass juices and shit. It's fucking you up. They got a lot of salt in it, and it's fucking up your bones and all that shit. And once you get fat, you can't give your life loving in the morning like you want to. You know what I mean? Because the hole lasts longer than the pole. Remember that. So fellas, stop drinking all that other shit. And give your girl some good loving in the morning. I'm out.